You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, let's talk about Tom Brady of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and also LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? Now, both players are the defending champions in their respective sports. We know that the woke NBA playoffs are going on right now, which nobody is really even caring about to watch. But I want to bring light to something that I think nobody is really talking about. We know that LeBron James, he had a high ankle sprain about 2 months ago. And he actually came out and said that he would never be the same again. He would never be 100% again. And I've been on record, guys, saying that LeBron James is just trying to make an excuse to garner sympathy in case he fails. We found out not long ago also that Tom Brady last season was playing with a bad knee that needed significant surgery in this offseason. However, we never heard Tom Brady, not once, mention that he would never be 100% again. Actually, he never even acknowledged that he had an injury. And Tom Brady is 43, almost 44 years old. LeBron James is 36 years old. So we're going to be diving into that in this video, man. This just proves that Tom Brady is the GOAT and LeBron James will never be the GOAT. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have two different membership plans. We have the bronze and silver plan. Rhodes and I post private videos over there on the website just for the members of the website. And if you're on the silver plan, you get additional videos. And also you get to be on a panel on member-only live streams, talking with me and Rhodes pretty much about whatever you guys want to talk about. And if you don't want to do any of that, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. Use the discount code LaChanaSuts, S-U-X, all one word, and we're going to give you 15% off your purchase, folks. So let's dive into this, man. Let's go back a little bit here. LeBron James, he had a high ankle sprain. We all saw what happened in that video. Now, I'm not saying that LeBron James was not in pain. I'm really not. But his response to it just showed you, man, how weak he is. And his theory about never being 100% again was debunked by doctors because they thought this was ridiculous. Many athletes have actually had this injury, and they've all come back 100%. But let's dive back here to May 1st. LeBron James says he'll never get back to 100% after the latest injury. And this is his actual reply here via ESPN, talking about his comeback. He said, it's been urgency for me to get back ever since I got injured. So that's just who I am, he said. You guys could have seen the logging of the minutes and hours per day that I was doing as far as rehab and treatment. It was a lot more than I slept. So over the last 6 weeks, that's all I've been doing is having an urgency to get back and play. I knew I wasn't going to get back to 100%. It's impossible. I don't think I will ever get back to 100% in my career. That is what LeBron James said, even though he tried to backtrack off of it, saying that what he said was misinterpreted. But if somebody says, I don't think I will ever get back to 100% in my career, that's pretty clear cut and dry. Wouldn't you guys agree? This is just, poor confidence, I believe, by LeBron James. He's never been the most mentally tough athlete out there. He hasn't. And he's 36 years old. I'm not saying he's not a spring chicken anymore in the NBA. 36 is definitely an older age. But however, the GOAT of the NFL just won the Super Bowl at age 43. And he was playing with a significant knee injury. And guys, in the NFL, man, you get hit a whole lot more than the NBA. And Tom Brady, he's going into what, season number 22? This is insane. And he won the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl MVP at 43 years old. And we come to find out he played with a significant knee injury, and Tom Brady never made an excuse. He never said he would never be 100% again. Check this out. Tom Brady details severity of knee injury, extent of rehab. This is what it says here. This offseason has been far from standard for Tom Brady, who has effectively seen it all over the 2 decades plus he's been in the NFL. Brady dealt with a knee injury during the 2021 campaign, which concluded with a Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl championship. Not terribly long after the Buccaneers raised the Lombardi Trophy, Brady underwent knee surgery, which head coach Bruce Arians at one point described as a cleanup. And we found out it was not just a cleanup. Well, it turns out the procedure and ensuing rehab was a bit more intense than was originally led on. This is Brady's own words right here. Quote, I had a pretty serious knee surgery this offseason, which is the first surgery I've had in about 12 years. So I was really interested to see how it was going to go because last year just took a lot. Every week I was kind of tending to my knee and I thought I love to see a season what it looks like when I can really focus on some other strength stuff than I want to do. Some other technique stuff where I'm not just focused on protecting my knee all the time. So it's been pretty intense this offseason from that standpoint because it's been 6.5 weeks that I've been dealing with that rehab process. The season went pretty long into February. So it's just now I'm starting to feel like the offseason's happening and I'm going to blink my eyes and the offseason's going to be over. And I don't think I've created this vision in terms of what I'm excited about. Like, I really don't think I've created this space in my life for things outside of football to really take over that level of excitement. I still feel like throwing the football is what I love to do. Do you guys see the difference in statements actually made by Tom Brady and LeBron James? For one thing, we know that Tom Brady is not woke. He doesn't really care what you think about him. And we know that LeBron James, he really cares about what people think about him. He really does. You know, he's destroying the NBA. It's a dying brand. Yes, the Super Bowl ratings were down, but Tom Brady has not destroyed the NFL. And he never falls for the trick questions that the media tries to put out there, when it comes to all this woke stuff. Tom Brady does not care about all that. He cares about one thing: winning Super Bowls and being the best that he can be. He's not in the excuse business, unlike LeBron James. See, this is why Tom Brady is the GOAT and LeBron is not. Tom Brady would never say, I don't think I'll ever get back to 100% again. Remember, Tom Brady had that knee injury in 2008. Now, he was 31 years old. He never came out and said, I'm never going to be the same again. And people had concerns, about the ACL, back then. And Tom Brady, ever since then, he's won 4 Super Bowls since 2008. He's won 2 additional league MVPs. He's won, I don't know how many Super Bowl. I think 2 Super Bowl MVPs since then. He's not in the excuse business. But LeBron James is trying to garner sympathy, and he's going to get none from me. I mean, Tom Brady and LeBron James, 2 all-time greats in their respective sports. Now, I truly do believe that Tom Brady is better than LeBron James. 2 different sports, I get that. But LeBron James has clearly established himself as the GOAT. LeBron James, more excuses. You see how LeBron's statement shows weakness and Tom Brady does not? There's a huge difference, man. Even when Tom Brady, that's the Super Bowl loss to the Giants. I believe it was it 2007? I think it was. They actually showed him in a walking boot because he was injured also. Tom Brady never made an excuse. They lost that Super Bowl, but Tom Brady refused to even talk about the injury. No excuses from the GOAT. LeBron James built his career on excuses. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Do you see the huge difference here between LeBron James and Tom Brady? Do you actually agree with me that this is a major reason why LeBron James can never be the GOAT of the NBA? And do you also agree with me that Tom Brady is definitely more of a GOAT than LeBron James if you just want to cross all the sports together? I really don't even think it's even close. Yes, LeBron James is a better physical athlete, but when it comes to actually playing their respective sports, it's Tom Brady, and I don't even really think it's even that close, folks. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.